Please welcome Mr. Manny Harmon and his orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here to sing America the Beautiful, the wonderfully talented Mr. Robbie Britt. Thank you.
For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruity plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Mr. Stanley Ralph Ross.
Good evening, Brooklynites, Queensians, Bronxites, Staten Islanders, Manhattanites, Long Islanders, Westchesterites, spouses, and those of you unfortunate enough to have been born someplace else. Here to sing for you is Miss Pamela Blake.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz.
California hello, please, for Mr. Sal Richards.
I'm not from New York, I'm not from Brooklyn, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. You can tell by the way I speak and the way I move. This is where I was brought up. No, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. That's where I was brought up. Brooklyn, New York. What a place to be. This is some of the reasons I moved. You know, if you go to Omaha, Nebraska, you put the news on, you know what you hear? Fence fell over, killed a cow, tomorrow, weather. I just came from New York. I got to give you the latest newscast. This afternoon in Manhattan, a tenement building collapsed, crushing 49 people. On the IRT subway, there was a water main break. 27 people drowned in 3 minutes. In Central Park, 16 people out jogging were shot down by a sniper. Tonight at 12 p.m. will be a transit strike, a newspaper strike, and a teacher strike. We'll be back with these stories and more, but first, a commercial word. I love New York!
Number 366666. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Newcombe.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, I received this beautiful award given to me by my son, Don Jr., and Senator Barbara Boxer. And this year, we're going to present it to another legend, if you will. And I want you to know something about this legend, so I'm going to read you some things about him, and then I'm going to bring him on the stage. Sal Levine. Sal grew up in the great... Go ahead, round of applause for Sal.
It's been a wonderful 45 years, and now to receive this award, as I walk metaphorically into the sunset of my life, this award is very, very special. Thank you to Fran and Lou Zigman and the New York Alumni Association for making this possible. Finally, if I can take some liberties with Neil Diamond's lyrics, I would close with these thoughts. I'm New York City born and raised, and proud of it. Nowadays, LA's home, and that's just fine. But in my heart of hearts, New York will always be mine. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the glorious voice of Mr. Jordan Bennett.
Well, I'm the friendly stranger in the black sedan. Won't you hop inside my car? I got pictures, candy, I'm a lovable man. I can take you to the nearest star. I'm your vehicle, baby. Take you anywhere you wanna go. I'm your vehicle, woman. By now I'm sure you know that I love ya, I need ya, I want you, got to have your child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you. Well, if you want to be a movie star, I can take you to Hollywood. But if you want to stay just the way you are, I think you really should. I'm your vehicle, baby. Take you anywhere you wanna go. I'm your vehicle, woman. By now I'm sure you know that I love ya, I need ya, I want you, got to have your child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you.
Very talented Mr. Sammy Shore.
Congratulations, Sal, for your wonderful award that you just got. The thing I have in common with Sal is he was the principal of Beverly Hills High School here. And my 4 kids graduated. And thanks to him, not one of my kids have made a dime so far.
The most talented Mr. Rich Little, ladies and gentlemen. Rich Little!
I did not have a sexual relationship with Fyvush Finkle. Not one single time. I did not do anything wrong, and I promise never to do it again. I did have a sexual relationship with Monica Lewinsky, which I regret. In fact, it was wrong. However, I didn't inhale.
Fyvush Finkle. I've known Fyvush for 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes now, as a matter of fact. I wouldn't know a Finkle from a Tinkle, I really wouldn't. But he's a nice man, he really is. The only good thing I can really say about him, though, is his name is worth over 80 points in Scrabble. It's true. No, I do know one thing about Fyvush. Now, he's listening back here. I got to be careful. His real name is Bart Stone. This is true. You may laugh, but this is true. I read his bio. Bart Stone. But when he came out from Brooklyn many years ago, Monogram Pictures changed it to Fyvush Finkle. That's because they had another Bart Stone working at the studio. And the interesting thing about this, kind of crazy, but the original Bart Stone's real name was Fyvush Finkle. Anyway, he's a dear man, and he's going to be out in a few minutes. And I just wanted to be here tonight to say hello to you people, and you look like a marvelous crowd, and I'm happy to be here tonight.
Give her a nice warm welcome. Elisa Kashi, ladies and gentlemen, here she is.
But a faded rose. The best of times is now. As for tomorrow, well, who knows, who knows, who knows. So hold this moment fast and live in love as hard as you know how, and make this moment last. Because the best of times is now, is now, is now.
His Honor, Mr. Max Salter.
There may be 8 million people in a naked city, but not everyone can call themselves a real New Yorker. Most of them are right here. Tonight we're going to expand that population by 1. Shecky, please join me on the stage.
My mother said to me, Cherky, Chikey, whatever the hell you call yourself now, Sheldon. Why do you tell people I talk with an accent? I was born here in this country. I said, Ma, you know the kind of money I make telling people you talk with an accent? She says, what kind of money? And I told her, she's listening. I want to say one other thing to you. I was once working in Houston, Texas. And I was working for a man called McCarthy. He owned a cork club there. It's a private club. They're a private club in Texas, you know. You know what a private club in Texas is? Knocking on the door, goes, you member? No, come on in. Different than Vegas. My God, Vegas. Now you have to buy tickets in Vegas, but I remember when you had to buy the maitre d's. Remember those days? Those were funny days, boy. They got places like New York, New York. I called the owner when I was there, and I said, why'd you call it New York, New York? He said, let me tell you about the sign company. And they futzed up my other place, Circus. Maybe I'll go back to work, huh?
Mr. Red Buttons.
Thank you. I gave already. That was Sayonara, the Ayatollah's favorite song. You all remember the Ayatollah Khamenei, who said, kill Salman Rushdie, and the guy who wrote Police Academy 6. I'm presenting Fyvush with the New York Alumni Man of the Year Award here tonight. This is the award, and I swear to God, I don't know what the hell it is. A lot of stuff put together over here that looks like New York City, Broadway, all the delicatessens, and a few other things, but I'm going to put it down for a moment because at my weight, I could wind up with a killer here tonight. Tonight, it is my great pleasure and my great honor to present Fyvush with the New York Alumni Man of the Year Award. Fyvush and I have a lot in common. His father came from Warsaw. My father came from Warsaw. We are Warszawa. Fyvush and I worked together. We did a wonderful, wonderful show with Yitzhak Perlman that you may have seen, the Klezmer show. Fyvush and I were on the show eating at Sammy's downtown. And from Sammy's, I went right to the seat of Sinai, laid down, and took out 4 pounds of cholesterol. Fyvush is a New Yorker through and through. He was born in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Must have been a jailbreak today. Hey. Brownsville, Brooklyn gave the world Murder Incorporated, a nice little fraternal organization to control the population of the world. You could go either way for 3 miles and not leave the scene of the crime. Fyvush and I, from the same era, and we walked hand in hand to the promise of America. Freedom. Freedom to pursue our dreams. I made it. Fyvush didn't. That's show business. Fyvush drifted into the Yiddish theater. Wonderful, wonderful theater, which was located on the Lower East Side on 2nd Avenue. Great neighborhood. A woman says to a pushcart peddler, "How much for that spoon?" He says, "A penny." She says, "Too much." He says, "Make me an offer." The Yiddish theater, the audiences were twice as funny as anything that was happening on the stage. This is a true story, but I will repeat it again. Matinee idol, we'll call him Tomaszewski. Didn't happen to him, but it's a nice name. I like to roll Tomaszewski. He's in the middle of working, and all of a sudden, boom, he falls right down on the stage, and he lays there. Hush came into the audience. Stage manager walked out, circled him once, lifted his head up, and made the announcement. "Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tomaszewski is dead." A guy in a balcony yells down, "Give him an enema." Stage manager says, "It wouldn't help." The guy yelled back, "It wouldn't hurt." That's where Fyvush came from. Paul Muni, Edward G. Robinson, Laurence Olivier. Little humor, folks. He learned his business well. and he traveled, and he worked, and he raised a wonderful, wonderful family. And he's getting this award tonight. For me, the award should be for his kindness, for the goodness in his smile and in his heart. I am actually really honored to be presenting. You put it away. They put it away for next year, somebody else. I mean, now that he heard it, he knows he got it. Great, great, John. Good move, Johnny. Johnny, good move, good move, good move. Fyvush, come out and greet the people who love you. That's for you. I love you.
Ja, leven me vaak. Thank you, Gedjantif. Thank you, yes. I must say this. Oh, they want to get on with it. Hey! Ah. 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 I can't believe it. It couldn't be happening. Pinch me, boys. It couldn't be happening. All of this sudden success coming out of the blue. There's a sign right in the front lobby. A big sign in the front lobby. This 75-year-old actor is here for you. And the people came. They really do. The producers here are no klutz. Believe me, I drove them nuts. What a blessing we're here, and we all exist. I hope they make money hand over fist to present this event and bring this show to you. Finkel and Sons sounds great. 3 words with the ring of fate. So let me incorporate with you. A parent's dream come true. Finkel and his boys. I tell you it's a dream come true. Finkel and Sons sounds great. 3 words with the ring of fate. So let me incorporate with you and you and you and every one of you. A parent's dream come true. Finkel and his boy chicks and you. I tell you it's a dream come true. Finkel and Sons for everyone. One more time. Finkel and Sons for everyone. Hello. You know me. I'm Menashe Skulnick. Hello, hello. Till I got married, took me a long time. I met a girl, I introduced the girl, my father said, Pa, this is the girl I'm going to marry. He looked at her and he said, Menashe, you can't marry this girl because this girl is your sister. So I met another girl, introduced the other girl, my father. He looked at her and he said, Menashe, you can't marry her either. She's also your sister. I became wild. I ran to my mother and I said, Ma, what kind of a husband did you take? Every girl, he says, that I introduced him, he says, I can't marry them because that girl is my sister. But you know Yiddish mamas. My mama says to me, Menashe, marry whoever you want. Is nicht dein Tate. For the band, marry whoever you want. He's not your father. There'll be 4 shows tonight. Last week on 2nd Avenue, I can't believe my eyes. A giant of a man shoved a lady half his size. A voice yelled, cut it out. Then I knew that it was me. I said, what do you mean you hit a lady? You should treat her tenderly. If you wanna fight, fight with me, you let's. He wasn't lazy, and he gave me a zets. You know where? Not on the top, not on the bottom, but just in the middle. The lady picked me up and brushed me off mid-care. She said, who asked you? And she clapped me. You know where? Where? You're slow. Not on the top, not on the bottom, but just in the middle, and that's all. No, not yet, not yet. You'll sit here till Shrias. I started doing exercise. The doctor says I should. Nothing fancy, only walking to keep me feeling good. I knew that it was wonderful, but now I am upset. Because the more I exercise, the hungrier I get. My body's in good shape, I must admit. But in one peculiar place, my clothes no longer fit. You know where? Everybody, not on the, but my pulse and my blood pressure, both are doing fine, except I feel there's 2 of us whenever I recline. Everybody, not on the, but just in the middle, and that's all. Get ready. After this verse, Jake is in the hospital for an operation. I came to pay him a visit because I know it's no vacation. Jake wasn't in his room, so I lay down and slept right in his bed. Jake ran off with a nurse, so it's me they took instead. To a surgeon, operating is an art. One doctor said when he looked at me, where would you like to start? Wait for me. You know where? Where? Everybody, not on the, but they kept me in the hospital from Shvias bis Yom Kippur. I sued them for my practice because they sewed on me a zipper. Get ready. Get ready. Not on the bottom, but just in the middle, and that's all. That's it now. Oh. Oh, dear God. You made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I made a small fortune? You know what they say, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick. Oh, if I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty bitty rich, yida-deedle man, I'd build a big tall house, rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There could be one long staircase just going up, one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks, turkeys and geese, ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And with each like a would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, hey! If I were a bitty bitty rich, yida-deedle man, I see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with the proper double chin, supervising meals to a heart's delight. I see her putting on airs, strutting like a peacock. Oi, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to advise them. Like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Reptevye, pardon me, Reptevye, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. Yabba-bee-ba-boom. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, hey, wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. But would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? Hey! God bless you all.